Hello. If you are here, you are probably looking for some help on how to pass the RHIA exam or Registered Health Information Administrator exam administered by AHIMA. And I want to say congratulations. Um, and anyways, moving on. First piece of advice I want to give you is do not panic. Relax. You've got this. You can do it. Listen, the exam, as others say, is difficult. Yes, it is difficult. And you know what? It should be because you're going to be handling extreme, super duper important information, people's information, personal stuff that should be private and and protected to the maximum standards. So, yes, the exam is difficult. It can be, but guess what? It can be done. You can pass the exam with the right tools and right preparation. You can pass this exam. So don't let anybody psych you out telling you how hard it is and blah, blah, blah. Everyone's different. And I'm sure you're one of those people that are going to pass the exam because, see, you already took the first step, which is to find help or try and find help in order to pass the exam. So congratulations and keep that attitude. You will do great on this exam. You will pass. I am sure you will pass this exam. So I cannot tell you enough. You've got this. Okay. But anyways, I want to get right into business because I do not have a lot of time to do this. I'm using some sort of program that only lets me record 10 minutes and I want to cover, well, I wish I could cover a lot of information, but I can only cover a little bit. So here it is. The first thing, like I said, be positive. Think positive. You can pass this exam. And after you've got your positivity in place, then go for the resources that will help you pass the exam. Other resources that are external. So, for example, I'm going to start with the things that did not work for me while I took the exam. And if you have been staring at this page right here, oh my goodness, this is not worth your money. It is not worth your time. If you see this somewhere, someone's selling it to you, it's on Amazon or you want to buy it used or whatever. This, unless you have a photographic memory and you are not easily bored, then this is you. You can't do this. Oh, please, by all means, take the flashcards because they are filled with great information. They have a lot of information, but that is exactly the problem. These flashcards have so much information on just a single flashcard that by the time you're done reading it, you've already forgotten what you were looking for, what you're trying to learn. That just doesn't work. It doesn't go into explaining things. It goes into reading things. For example, say I put this little introduction on a flashcard, and I just call it that, but I'm not telling you why or how. I'm just telling you something. I know that's the whole point of flashcards, I guess, but no, this did not work for me. It just didn't work. So if I were you, I wouldn't spend the money on that. The other thing, and the reason why I picked this is because this was the most popular thing recommended online by everyone. Everyone was raving about it, and I figured, you know what, let me give it a shot, and I wasted the money. Please don't waste your money. The next thing, this is the next thing. This book could have been awesome had I taken the exam like maybe 5 to 8 years later. I'm sorry, sooner than what I took it earlier is that's the word I'm looking for. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. But anyways, it's not like you could see me, so I should just relax, right? So anyways, this book right here, it has great potential, but it's the fact that it is super outdated. This book is going to be good for failing the exam. So if you're looking on how to fail the exam, how not to pass, this will be your go-to book. because most of the information is just outdated. And you know what, even this book and those flashcards that I showed you previously, there's it's like they took a page from the book and they glued it on the flashcard. It's the same exact thing. And again, I cannot say it enough. It is outdated. And in the world of health information management, as you already learned, that's not something you can, take and learn from, because these laws and standards and whatever things for health information management, it changes too often, constantly. So imagine having a book from 5 years ago. We're using ICD-10, and this book is telling me about ICD-9. Is ICD-9 going to be on the exam? More than likely, it is going to be on the exam. You probably get one or two questions about, say, for example, what ICD-9 was. You might get a question like that asking you about it, because you should know about previous things, like, for example, the paper medical record. Even though we're moving towards fully electronic, that doesn't mean that we forget about what we use. It's like history. What happened already happened, and people should know about it, so that, I guess, history doesn't repeat itself, or whatever the reason is. But you should know about past things, but that doesn't mean you should concentrate your time for learning into past things. Just know the basics of things, like, when it was developed and when we stopped using it, things like that. So moving forward, so that book did not work. The things that did work for me, okay, CMS website. This website is, let me tell you something. Whenever you're looking for anything related to health information management, you want to make sure that you are using the federal registry, CMS, the HHS, every website related to the government that is a government website. You want to get information about health information, you go there, because that source can be trusted. Or go to the AHIMA website. I hope you're a member already. If you're not, well, not everybody, I guess. It's a lot of money, but in the end, it's all worth it, because you're doing this already, so might as well go all in. But CMS, I use this website so much. I got all my HIPAA portion from CMS, and some other government websites. And if you learn everything about HIPAA, you know how HIPAA has many different sections about everything from entering a computer to safekeeping the record and retention periods. If you learn HIPAA, you already have like at least 50% of the exam, because the exam, we're guards for health information. We're guards for them. We're security people. I guess you can call us that. We protect patients' information. So HIPAA is about that, specifically. So if you master what HIPAA is and all of its rules and everything and regulations, everything about HIPAA, you've already got a big portion of the exam covered. So the rest is just, so HIPAA and coding, that's what you want to concentrate on. If you have those two things, you already passed the exam. The rest is just really common sense and a little practice. But anyways, I don't want to be cut short. I'm gonna be cut short because I only have 10 minutes, so I'm gonna rush now. So this is the best book, the best super duper good book. Oh my gosh, I need to recommend this book to everybody. If I could put a sign in front of my home, I would. And trust me, I'm not getting any money from AHIMA. I'm sorry, I'm speaking really fast, but I'm gonna be cut short. But this book you want to get. I think I'm just gonna do another video telling you a little bit more about how this book works, and it comes with online access and everything, so you can take some tests and all that stuff. But you know what? I don't have time to really go through my favorite book, because this book was what helped me really pass the exam. I wish I had more time. But anyways, I hope these things can help you. I'll try and do a second video. Sorry. And good luck on